Hello survivors and welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to be claiming Shawn in the season store and just showing you a basic team build you could put this guy in. I did say in my last video that this guy is going to get stronger in the future, and I think that's still the case. We do pick him up. He is going to require a special gear from the store to become maxed out as a 6-star, but you can get him to maxed out tier 2 just the general means. We'll go through a team that I'm going to just test him out in once I get him up. I'm not going to power level this guy just because, like I said, I don't think he's super strong at the moment. It's mainly in the future, once an AP leader comes out, that he's going to get better. So we'll find him, and he should be called Shawn. Okay, so he is indeed actually, he is called Shawn. Crazy enough, he is called Shawn. In terms of what leader you can use at the moment, a lot of the time I use my damage dealing leader on my attack team. He isn't really that high level at the moment. I just tested him out a bit. It does seem to work. Obviously, I use it mainly to multiply the damage output of Alpha, who hasn't got great damage output, only 325%. Even with base mods and stuff getting her up to over 3k damage, that percentage damage is so low. Obviously, as a 6-star, Shawn gets up to something like 425%. So his damage output is much higher, and his base damage is already much higher as well. So that's pretty much the key combo, is those three. In terms of the other characters that you have to use, I would say you probably have to use a command, of which I don't think I actually have at the moment. So I'll put Carl in and pretend that's a command, mainly because you're going to need Shawn to go off a turn earlier because he's going to be so slow. It's going to take him 3 turns to get his rush, and he's going to rush turn 4 at the moment, whereas you want him to rush turn 3 the same time as Alpha. Once an AP leader comes out for a melee team, and you replace Abraham, hopefully it has an attack leader as well in terms of 40% attack, and Shawn will obviously get much better. You can decide to drop Carl, or you decide to drop Glenn at that point. Now the last character is really down to you. I would say the best type of character that you could try and use is one of 2 characters. It would be someone who does damage up for your team, or does defense down for the opponent. Now if you've got someone that gives focus at the same time, even better. So you could try and do 5-star Kate. The only problem you've got is she's going to be the only fast character in this team, and if you do use this team against melee teams, which is probably what you're going to do, she's going to be massively targeted by the melee characters, by the strong characters, and she's going to get destroyed because she's a 5-star. You haven't got a defensive leader, so it's not going to go too well. There is a 5-star Ezekiel that gives focus. You could use him instead, and he's strong. And there is, I think he gives an attack buff as well. Or you could use someone who is off trait, doesn't get the bonus, someone like Jeremiah in terms of defense down. I think one of the best characters you could probably use is a promo, and that is Dale, in that I think he has focus on his active, if I'm correct, and he has defense down on his rush. But if you have Alice, like I did say in my first look video on her, she's like Kate 2.0, damage up, she has focus as well, she's insane. So obviously she's like the primo leader for this team. So the last 2 characters, you want to have someone who makes Shawn go off faster for the time being, and someone who buffs damage either by doing defense down of the other team or attack up of your own team. If, like I said, the AP leader comes out, or you manage to get someone like Alice in this slot, let's pretend Rosita is Alice, you wouldn't need Glenn, and at this point you can have someone else maybe that does damage, someone else that has control. You could maybe have someone else that gives a bit of defensive addition and control. Someone like Cal's really good because he has taunts, and obviously he has guardian shield. So this is the sort of team I'd put together. Or you could, like, I don't know, you can maybe double down. If you have someone who has disarm as well, you could put someone who has disarm in there. I think probably one of the best characters you could put in this team for a disarm are going to be like Harper, because then you could sacrifice Jeremiah and you could put Harper there. She has defense down as well, and she does have attack down on the other team, but that doesn't matter too much. And of course she's got disarm. And then the last character can be pretty much whatever you want it to be at that stage. You can have another support character. You could have Cal in there just for the support. You could have anyone. But I think until that special leader comes out within free to play, or unless you get really lucky in your promo pools, this guy is not going to be spectacular. I've just got him because I think he is the better of the 2 unique characters, but I do plan to get both of them anyway. Do tell me if you've claimed either of these 2 characters thus far, and how far have you leveled them up. I do want to try and test out Shawn at a high level, so I'll probably level him up in the next couple of weeks, and on a live stream I'll just show what he's like as a maxed out 5-star, or maybe like a low tier 6-star in terms of his waist not working with his rush. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and as always guys, keep on surviving guys. Keep on surviving.